Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Polished Perspective. With me, I have a friend and colleague, Abby Garrison. Welcome, Abby. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Absolutely. So, like Natasha said, my name is Abby Garrison. I am in Colorado. I am originally from Connecticut, but moved here back in 2016 with my husband. We've been married since 2014, and we've got two littles. Riker is 3, and Felicity is almost 2. So life is crazy with 2 toddlers trying to juggle all of that. I'm also a network marketing business coach. So that is my business hat that I wear. I love being able to connect with others in network marketing and help them build their businesses better, and not be spammy and salesy, but actually forming those relationships with other people. So that is a little bit about me. I am a coffee snob and lipstick lover, and absolutely love that. And total girly girl. So that is me.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. We are going to jump right into it. All right. So, Abby, I've just a few questions for you. I love what you do in your business, and I love the way that you connect with your audience and the way that you just kind of connect with women and in general. Here at the Polished Institute, we're all about the poise, the polish, and the etiquette, and I love the fact that you want women to be polished even when they're conducting business. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So, one of the things that I really focus heavily on with those that I work with is showing up in the online space as business owners. So, a lot of times when we approach social media or approach posting a picture on Instagram or Facebook, especially, Instagram is a little bit more, oh, I have to be all put together. But Facebook, we tend to be a little bit more casual in how we come across and how we portray ourselves. So I really try to convey that we need to be coming across as business owners and the authority in what we're doing. So if we're showing up and we're not put together in what we feel is put together, so if that means to you, if you want to show up with dirty clothes and your hair is a mess and hey, this is mom life, you're not going to reach as many people as well
Mhm.
if you're okay, I'm going to show up and yes, I may be tired, but I'm going to put on a clean shirt. I'm going to get my cup of coffee and make sure it's a clean cup, and nobody needs to see the dirty dishes behind you and the pile of laundry that's not folded. Like they don't need to see that in social media. So we need to make sure that we're coming across in a way that I'm a business owner and I can show up and be proud of who I'm showing up online.
Yes, I love that. Listen, Abby, I am a church girl, and some say in our circle, I don't look like what I've been through. And that made me kind of think of that saying just because we've had the long day and we may have been going through it with a spouse and children, and maybe virtual learning and pets and um, internet connections and just all the things.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have to look like we've been drugged by
Yep.
all the things. And
Exactly.
so I love what
Exactly.
you say about that, actually show up, show up. So let me ask you this. What is one thing that you wish you had known before you started your career?
I definitely think the big thing of it's okay to set your own expectations and your own vision for your business before getting started. So when I first got started, I thought I had to be fit in this certain bubble and I had to do what my upline did and I had to do what corporate told me to do. And I had to look a certain way to portray a product because it was the company's product. And whether direct sales or something else, as a business owner, you get to set your own standards. You get to set your own expectations in your business and you get to decide, okay, how am I going to show up? A lot of the girls on my team are very casual. They're very stay at home moms, sweatpants, t shirt, and that's who they are, which is fine. But that's not who I was. And so I went through a period of time where I fell into that and I was okay just showing up when casual, my hair and makeup wasn't done, and I noticed that my attitude on those days, I wasn't showing up as a business owner because I wasn't getting ready in a way that was authentic to me. And so once I realized, okay, you know what? I'm a girly girl. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to show up dressed. My hair and makeup's going to be done. And I'm going to show up in a way that's authentic to me. That's when my business grew because people got to know who I was, not who my upline was, not who my company was, but they got to know who I was as a person.
Wow, I love that. Listen, I just released a book this past week, and in there, I speak about showing up every day, and I speak about showing up, as our authentic selves because we'll be so much more comfortable when we do that. But I also spoke about resisting the urge to do what the masses are doing. Sometimes it can be so easy to fall into that because it's just what we see on a regular basis and on a normal basis. And there's always something in us that is kind of drawn to what everyone else is doing. But here's the thing. We can be different. We are who we are, and that's what we should certainly lean into. With that being said, let me ask you one more question. Who are the three people who have been most influential to you?
So, you want personal and business?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So honestly, my youth pastor's wife, so she's somebody that was really, really important to me. Most of my growing up years, I could always go talk to her. And she was just very conversational. I could always just talk to her. And she was okay with who I was as a person. Even when I didn't have friends my age, I knew I could always go to her, and I saw her as a friend, yes, an authority figure, but she was also my friend. And so she was huge in me growing up. My business coach would probably be person number two. So I've been working with Alexandra Marie Hogg for the past year, and she's incredible. Her story is unbelievably amazing, and she talks a lot about showing up authentically and just her story of she came out of um, being addicted to drugs as a teenager, and then how she came out of that. She's been sober, she got married, has two kids. Like, she's doing really well. And just seeing her story and her not being afraid to show up authentically with who she is and owning who she is. So she's been hugely impactful in my life just in this last year. And then third one is probably going to be my best friend from college, Jackie. She is the epitome of um, Christ-like and totally real in her relationship with Christ. And she's definitely helped me bring my that conversation into more of my conversations with people. So I know with especially with the online space, it can be hard to be like, oh, can I really bring up my relationship with God with everybody that follows me? But making it a part of natural conversation, it's not weird. And so it's a
Yes.
so she's definitely the person that really helped me with that because it was just part of her everyday conversation. And hey, we're talking and having coffee, and oh, this is something that I learned in my daily Bible reading today, and this was something that I was brought to my attention last time we were in church. Like, it was just part of her normal conversation, and that was the
Mm.
first person I really interacted with that it was so natural to her. And I'm like, okay, this is what this means to bring Christ into every aspect of our lives. So,
Yes, I love that. I love that. So, what I gather here is from your youth pastor, she accepted you, you were accepted. One thing that I like to do is for those who have been impactful, in my life, I try to figure out, the how and the why so that I can make sure that as I live out my journey and as I live out my life and try to impact others, that I could be that same type of thing. And so, just as she accepted you, it looks like, you're easily accepting of people, of those women that you lead and everything else. And so that's a great thing. And who doesn't love a good bestie? And
absolutely.
especially one who can share Christ and do it naturally. That's a big deal. So I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. In the social media world, what are some of your pet peeves? You can give me one, you can give me five, you can give me the one that just bored your bubble on today. What are your pet peeves as it relates to women and social media?
Yep. So first off, personal one. So I've got a personal one and I've got a business one. So first off,
Okay.
personal one is just honestly showing up not thinking of the background stuff. So posting a photo like a bathroom mirror selfie, which is fine. Like if that's your best mirror, fine. But close the toilet lid, close the shower curtain, like just those little things of like take 10 seconds, take a glance, what's actually in your space. Like if you're in your kitchen, turn so I don't see all the dirty dishes. You can have dirty dishes, but I don't want to see the dirty dishes in your kitchen. Those types
Hmm.
of things. And then business probably is going to be the neediness in posts. So seeing posts of, I only need 5 more orders to hit my goal, or I need 5 more friends to share this on their feed so I can make this goal. I actually did a post about this yesterday about how as a business owner, it's not my circle's job to buy product from me. It's not their responsibility to buy product from me or share my posts. Like if that's not their job. Their job as my friends and my family is to support my successes. So when I'm excited about my business, their job is to celebrate with me. Their job is not to buy product from me or share my posts or tell other friends and family to come buy from me. And so when I see posts like that, it's kind of an icky thing for me because your circle's job is to celebrate with you, not to buy product from you. And guilting them into doing that is not going to help in the long run in any way.
Yes, I love that. When family and friends or your circle or your tribe or whatever it is we call them
Yeah,
nowadays, when they support in that way, that's just extra. That's just gravy. But like you said, we should not ever guilt them, into doing so. As business owners and entrepreneurs and coaches or whatever the case may be, we want to just be able to add value. And
exactly.
so if they can see the value in what it is that we present, then fine, let's go from there. But just because you're my second cousin once removed, doesn't
Yeah,
mean that you have to help me to reach that goal. I love you and I appreciate you if you do, but,
yeah,
I'm all about adding value. So I don't necessarily need a pity sale or a pity share or a
yeah,
fam share. Listen, if that's something that you like to do, fine. And if not, there is literally no love lost.
exactly. And
Like, how could there be?
yep, and think about some of the other careers out there. If I was a realtor, I wouldn't expect my mom to buy a house for me if she didn't need to buy a house. Why is it any different with other
Right.
product? So,
Yes. Yes, I love that. And oh my goodness, about the pictures. Listen, I am going to share with you one of my pet peeves, and the listening audience isn't going to hear it. So I suggest you all go onto our Facebook page so that you can see it because I'm going to show it to Abby. It is my peeve. I cannot stand it, and it makes me want to scream every time. You ready for it?
love to hear it.
Let me find a phone so I can set it up here. Phone, selfie.
Oh, no. No. No.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
Oh,
And it has caught on in an unbelievable way. And it
no.
seems like it started with the kids and the tweens, but like when you're 60, when you're 50 and 40, put that thing away.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
Peeve, 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 peeve. It
Yep,
totally sends me railing every time. Like,
yep.
let's pull it together. We're
Keep it
ladies, we're
classy.
polished, we're poised. Who needs to see our taste buds? Now you guys know what it is. Who needs to see our taste buds? Put your tongue away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep it
anyhow,
classy.
listen, keep it classy.
Keep
Keep
it
it
classy.
classy. Oh, I could just go on and on and on. But before we wrap up, I wanted to ask you a question. If you could put yourself in my shoes and maybe ask a question that I didn't ask, or maybe want to share something that hasn't come up, what would that be, Abby?
I think the biggest thing is that I like to share with whoever I speak to is figure out what being a business owner looks like to you. So whether I know a vast majority of those that are listening are probably going to be business owners in some capacity, but even if you're not, figure out what life looks like for you and live up to that expectation. Especially as women, a lot of times we see all of those things that are telling us what we're supposed to do and what we're supposed to look like and how we're supposed to respond and the different trends we see on social media. But we need to figure out, okay, who am I supposed to be? Who am I supposed to be pleasing? Who am I supposed to be honoring? What path am I supposed to be on? And living up to that and not worry about all the other noise and the other clutter. So showing up authentically you, but fulfilling the destiny that you were created for, and don't worry about
Yes.
all the other clutter and all the other chatter in the online space. Probably the biggest thing that I want everybody who hears what every time I talk, them to walk away with that.
I love that, Abby. Distractions can be deadly, and that's exactly what it is. There's just something about it that just pulls one in easily, and so we have to be intentional about making sure that we don't get stuck into that abyss, that
Yeah,
dark hole, especially if it leads to comparison, because that is no good for us personally, and it is no good for us business wise. No one
exactly.
else is us and can do what we do the way that we do it. And even if they can, we're not going to be able to always reach the same people. And so we
Exactly.
have to kind of do away with that. So that is great advice. I love it. I love it. Listen, tell our viewers where we can find you, what you have going on right now, and if there are any resources that will be available for the listening audience.
Absolutely. So I've got a special freebie for those of you that are listening. I'll get the link attached to all of this. But one of the things we talked about is kind of a little bit being intentional on social media. When we're on social media for a long time, we can get dragged into all the comparison. So, one of the things I teach my clients is to be intentional and set up boundaries while they're on social media. So, I have a list of 15 5-minute strategies that will help you increase your Facebook engagement. So that way, you get on Facebook, you do what you need to do, you get off, and you're not on for endless hours, but you're actually getting things done. So, I've got that strategy, those 15 5-minute strategies, that resource that I'm going to have available for you all to take advantage of. And they're really easy things that you can do no matter what your business is to increase engagement on Facebook in very short periods of time. So I've got that going on. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. My username for both is Abby Nicole Garrison. Abby is spelled Abby. So it's not Abigail, it's just Abby. So that's my name on all my platforms. And then those of you that are in network marketing, I have some amazing free resources in my Facebook group. Abby's Coffee Social is the name of the group. And I'd love to have you come check that out. If you're in network marketing and are looking to grow your business authentically and put relationships first, and build your business the way that you want to in a non spammy way, love to connect with you and be able to help you do that.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Abby. I
Yes,
love
ma'am.
that. So, listen, you all definitely want to make sure that you get those 15 5-minute strategies for your social post. I'm sure that it is going to help. I cannot wait to get mine. I'm going to check them out so that I can make sure when I'm on there that I'm not rambling and kind of getting off key and topic, to make sure that it is succinct and that I'm doing what I need to do on there. So I cannot wait to check that out. Make sure that you all check that out. We're going to post this information on all of our socials, and so we'll make sure that links are provided just in case you love what you heard from Abby and you cannot wait to get in contact with her. Thank you again, Abby. It was so great to
Absolutely.
have you on today, and I cannot wait to link up again.
I really appreciate you having me. This was awesome, and I hope this was an encouragement to those watching. And again, if you need help with anything, happy to get on a call and see what we can do to help you grow your business. But thank you so much for having me in this time and being able to chat with your audience for a little bit here.
Sure thing. Thanks, Abby. Till next time.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you.